Hello there, good afternoon to you. We've been talking about how the left and the right, the Conservative and Labour, the language around, we can't avoid words like Conservative and Labour, that's the history of the parties, but the language around our politics and how, to a degree anyway, it stifles actual politics and political decision making and political imagination and political energy. And I think we're seeing that writ large at the moment, really acutely, I think, since Brexit, but certainly at the moment on energy, on the question of how to help people best with their energy bills. The government seem to be sitting on their hands about it and out of ideas about it. And Labour, that they've committed today on this programme, Kerry McCarthy, Shadow Minister, saying that by August the 26th of this month, before then, we will know what Labour's proposals are on helping people. They're the opposition, but still the opposition needs to be in the mix and telling us who they are and what they would do in these circumstances, and to try to influence the debate and ultimately the decisions taken by the government, the sitting government at the time. That's the job of an opposition. And it just brought to mind, I was also accused on Twitter this morning of being a left-wing activist or journalist out to get the government. Seriously, if the government improved dramatically overnight and proved to be the best thing since sliced bread, I'd say so, but it's not happening. I'm just saying it as I see it. Labour need to step up as well. Our last caller, they're describing the difficulties and actually the hopelessness that's creeping in to his life. And he's 66. 30-year-old daughter in the NHS, can't get a house, all stuff that's repeated over, time and time again in people's lives at the moment. And a few of you over recent weeks have said, it's only a matter of time before there's civil unrest. Now, whether I'm in public speaking or in private speaking, I would never foment or support that kind of thing, because it's harmful and it hurts people. So you would never get me supporting civil unrest of a violent nature. But I was writing a piece this week for a publication next week, and I was reflecting on my late teenage years in Liverpool when Margaret Thatcher was in power, but we had a very left-wing city council, and how Michael Heseltine really fought for the city. So a conservative grandee, but really fought for the city of Liverpool in a cabinet that wasn't nearly as comatose as this one, but a cabinet that was blind to the talent that was in that city and many other cities like it, that was just going to waste under the Thatcher governments at the time. And that you can't just, whatever transformation you want to create in an economy, you can't allow people, you can't sit by as a political leader and sit on your hands when people are becoming hopeless. You have to get stuck in and find out why they're becoming hopeless. And that's precisely what his name's written on my piece of paper here, what Michael Heseltine did. He went and walked the length and breadth of the streets of Liverpool, Toxteth, where there had been riots, which is why I'm talking about civil unrest, and got stuck in and found out what was needed and then organised and fought for in the cabinet what was needed. And the fruits of that work, not just his work, but he was clearly the leading light of it. The fruits of that work are visible today on the streets of Liverpool. 40 years on, they're visible today. Have all the problems gone away? No. But hopelessness went away. And that's the key. That's what's creeping in here. And that is dangerous. That is dangerous for any country when hopelessness creeps in. And that's why I'm asking you what you think our politics and the language around our politics, left, right, far right, hard left, hard right, the names being bandied about, they don't mean anything. What means something is action. And actually making sure that people don't become hopeless, don't become destitute, and in the worst cases, and this will happen sadly, it's baked in, die of cold this winter.